bison stands as one of the most awe-inspiring creatures ever to walk the North American landscape, a living symbol of strength, endurance, and untamed wilderness. These majestic animals once roamed in herds so vast that they seemed to move like thunder across the horizon, shaping both the land beneath their hooves and the history of the people who lived alongside them. Their presence is deeply woven into the story of the continent itself, from the spiritual traditions of indigenous nations to the early explorers who witnessed their power with astonishment. Watching a bison in the wild feels like stepping back in time to an era when nature ruled freely and the rhythm of the earth was unbroken. Their quiet resilience, massive power, and commanding beauty remind us that the spirit of the wild still survives, standing proud against the winds of change. Beyond their symbolic power, the bison is a marvel of biology and evolution, a creature shaped by ice, wind, and time itself. Every muscle, instinct, and adaptation tells a story millions of years in the making. Scientists have spent decades studying these animals, uncovering astonishing details about how they live, survive, and influence the ecosystems around them. Let's journey deeper into the world of these magnificent giants and uncover 10 incredible scientific facts about the bison, facts that reveal why they remain one of nature's greatest success stories. The American bison, bison, holds the title of the largest land mammal in North America. Adult males, known as bulls, can weigh between 900 and 2,200 pounds, while females weigh about half that. Despite their enormous size, bison are agile and powerful. They can sprint up to 35 miles per hour, leap fences over 5 feet high, and swim across strong rivers. Their muscular hump, supported by extended vertebrae, gives them the strength to push through snow and dirt in search of food. Evolution has crafted them into endurance athletes, capable of traveling long distances across the open plains. Every movement of a bison is an expression of survival perfected through time. Bison are built for extremes. Their thick double-layered coat works like nature's finest insulation, keeping them warm even in sub-zero temperatures. The outer hair repels water and wind, while the inner wool traps heat so efficiently that snow can rest on their backs without melting. In summer, they shed this heavy coat in great tufts to stay cool. Their bodies are also adapted to conserve energy and moisture, allowing them to thrive in both frigid winters and arid summers. With a digestive system designed to extract nutrients from dry prairie grasses, bison can survive where few other large mammals can. They are the embodiment of adaptation, creatures that live in rhythm with the land's harshest moods. Bison don't just live in the grasslands, they shape them. As they graze, they trim tall grasses, allowing sunlight to reach smaller plants and flowers, increasing biodiversity. Their hooves naturally till the soil, creating spaces for seeds to take root. When they roll in the dirt, a behavior known as wallowing, they form shallow basins that collect rainwater, becoming temporary ponds for amphibians and birds. Even their waste enriches the soil, feeding insects and spreading nutrients. Scientists call them Keystone species because their actions directly influence countless others. Remove the bison, and the prairie begins to lose its balance, proof that these great animals are not just survivors but caretakers of the land. The bison's story stretches back more than 200,000 years. Their ancestors crossed from Asia into North America over the Bering Land Bridge during the Ice Age. Ancient relatives like bison latifrons were giants, standing over 8 feet tall with horns wider than a human is tall. Over thousands of years, they evolved into the modern bison we see today, smaller but more efficient, adapted to shifting climates and open plains. Their DNA still carries traces of their Ice Age lineage, linking them to a prehistoric world that has long disappeared. When you see a bison roaming the plains, you are witnessing a direct descendant of the megafauna that once walked beside mammoths and saber-toothed cats, true living history. In the 1800s, tens of millions of bison roamed North America. But within a few short decades, they were nearly gone. Overhunting for hides and sport, along with deliberate extermination to displace indigenous peoples, drove the species to the edge of extinction. By the 1880s, fewer than 1,000 bison remained. Yet from this tragedy arose one of the greatest conservation efforts in history. Indigenous communities, ranchers, and scientists united to save the bison from disappearing forever. Through protected reserves, breeding programs, and reintroduction efforts, the population has rebounded to over 500,000 today. Their comeback is a powerful reminder that when humanity works with nature, not against it, recovery is possible. A bison's body might appear slow and heavy, but it hides explosive power. They can run faster than most horses, reaching 35 to 40 miles per hour, and can pivot suddenly to defend themselves or their young. Their strong neck and shoulders, driven by the hump of muscle over their spine, let them swing their massive heads like battering rams. Bison have been observed jumping obstacles over 5 feet high and charging with the force of a small vehicle. This combination of strength and agility makes them both awe-inspiring and dangerous. Despite their calm demeanor, a startled or threatened bison can become one of nature's most formidable defenders. Bison live in structured herds with complex communication and leadership. Females and calves form family groups, while males often live in bachelor herds. During the breeding season, bulls join the larger groups, competing for dominance through headbutting, loud bellows, and displays of power. Their deep grunts and low-frequency calls can travel miles across open plains. Beyond strength, bison show intelligence and social memory, recognizing individuals and maintaining long-term bonds. They care for their young, alert each other to danger, and even grieve losses within the herd. Their social intelligence rivals that of many other highly evolved mammals, reflecting a deep and ancient instinct for unity. The bison's influence extends far beyond its own species. Studies show that areas grazed by bison have greater plant and animal diversity than those grazed by cattle. Their selective feeding habits encourage a patchwork of grasses and wildflowers, benefiting pollinators, birds, and small mammals. In Yellowstone National Park, their grazing patterns even shape the flow of rivers and the growth of willow trees, indirectly helping beavers and songbirds thrive. Without bison, entire ecosystems lose their balance. They are the architects of the prairie, keeping nature's orchestra in tune. There are 2 living species of bison today: the American bison, Bison bison, and the European bison, Bison bonasus, also called the wisent. Though they share a common ancestor, each has adapted to its environment in unique ways. The American bison dominates open plains, while the European bison prefers dense forests. Genetic studies reveal that they diverged nearly 500,000 years ago, yet both faced similar fates, near extinction at human hands. Today, both species have been reintroduced into the wild through international conservation programs. Together, they represent the resilience of a lineage that has survived the harshest tests of time. Few species demonstrate resilience like the bison. Their biology, behavior, and history prove that strength is not just physical, it's ecological. They thrive on poor quality forage, withstand brutal winters, and adapt to environmental stress. But their greatest strength lies in their ability to heal the land. By restoring bison to the prairies, scientists have seen grasslands recover, carbon storage increase, and biodiversity return. The bison's comeback is more than a story of survival, it's a lesson in restoration, showing that nature can heal itself when given the chance. Today, the bison's future shines brighter than it has in centuries. Thanks to decades of conservation work, genetic research, and the dedication of indigenous nations and wildlife agencies, herds are growing in number and health. National parks like Yellowstone and Wind Cave serve as sanctuaries, while tribal-led programs are restoring bison to their ancestral lands. Efforts are underway to preserve pure genetics, protect habitats, and reconnect fragmented herds. Modern rewilding projects across North America are bringing the bison back not only as a species, but as a symbol of balance and renewal. Still, challenges remain. Climate change, habitat loss, and hybridization require ongoing vigilance. Yet the resilience that defines the bison continues to inspire. Their survival is living proof that when humanity works with the natural world, recovery is not just possible, it's inevitable. The story of the bison is the story of endurance, of a creature that refused to vanish despite every force set against it. From the frozen past of the Ice Age to the open prairies of today, bison stand as guardians of the wild, bridging ancient earth and modern conservation. Their thunder once shook the plains, and now their quiet return reminds us of what can be reclaimed when we choose respect over destruction. The bison's legacy is not only written in history but alive in the wind, the soil, and the heartbeat of the land. They are proof that the spirit of the wilderness never dies, it only waits, patiently, for its chance to roam free again.